Yes, come you worms. I will do this myself. You will have the honor of being disemboweled by the King of Sunset himself. Yes.
Hello, Dungeon fans. It's Saturday night. I'm Kevin from Level 9. Or am I? It's Saturday night. We're playing the Apocrypha Adventure Card Game. Tonight's episode, The Way Down Low. Sam Yee and Dr. Zeus, having decided to take the fight to the Deathless themselves, were able to fight their way into one of the oil refineries and walk away, not only destroying a vampire nest, but also walking away with one clue, the name of a power plant, the Poseidon power plant. They got back to town. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:36 in the morning. Sun should be coming up soon. Hopefully. They meet up. They get back to the hospital. They meet with Dr. Lazarus to ask him about where he thinks this Poseidon power plant is, and he immediately knows which ones they're talking about. He says that's one of the older power plants that's out in the northeast side of town, and he does know that a newer drilling station or drilling area had been established close by there. That's all he really knows. There hadn't been any kind of reports of bad stuff going on. That area has been pretty quiet. So, which makes a lot of sense to Zeus and Sam. If there's one place where the Deathless are flowing into the world, it's probably a place that they want to keep quiet to begin with. Don't shit where you eat, if you will. So Zeus grabs a few things, and him and Sam head back out. And that's where we're going to join them, is they're heading to, as fast as they can. There had been some reports, some police officers had to shoot down some very strange people. They still don't want to admit that there might be zombies. They're diseased people. They're actually zombies and weird stuff that the cops won't talk about. But the people are remaining. There's about 100 refugees in the hospital, and no one's died yet. But they're under siege, basically, by the darkness. Oddly enough, Sam and Zeus don't have any encounters going in and out of the hospital. So they're heading back out, and they're heading towards this Poseidon power plant. And let's see, it's a pretty straightforward, mechanically speaking, episode. And we are cleansing along the trail, which means we have to follow a certain path of locations. Sam's going to start us off. I feel like I'm forgetting something. No, maybe not. Yes, on their trip, on the road back, in the driver's seat with Sam and Dr. Zeus. Zeus is pouring over some stuff on his tablet, some other documents and texts he hasn't looked at in a long time, because he had a nagging feeling. The number 7 has been bugging him. Keeps popping up in his head and won't let him go. Let it be. So he's looking up some things, and in a text that he hadn't looked at in quite a while was a reference to the 7 gates of death. He got very excited, and Sam tells Sam this. The 7 gates, and they kind of figure out, well, okay, so they kind of count off the encounters they've had so far in the last night and a half, and they're pretty sure it's somewhere around 7. It could be they have completed and burst through, overcome 7 of the gates. if that is so, then where they're going right now is going to get them closer to actually meeting or dealing with the novum of the deathless, or the death of dead. For them, they don't call it deathless. That's such a clinical term. To them, it's just the dead and the novum of the dead. They have no idea who the King of Sunset is, and they're going to find out. Sam's going to start us off. We are in the ice fields. We're going to be driving through the ice fields right now, heading towards the power plant. During a symbol, we have to trash one body die. His hand is, he's got some protection pour. He's got a pearl-handed revolver. The gray Melkin's around somewhere. And he's got a street sweeper. He is armed to the teeth. And an omen of hope. Look at that. Nice. Starting off a little hope. What do we draw? Doom. Of course. Okay. This thing's already in its doom. Should we keep it there? Flip your next doom, investigate, and evaluate. Trash one die for each die you reroll. Yeah. Inevitability. We're going to play that Omen of Doom. And draw the first card of the night. Cobalt Blood. Did Sam bring Cobalt Blood? Body. I'm not too worried. Wicked and Conjure, he doesn't have either, so we're just going to roll this and see what happens. 3. He did not bring Cobalt Blood. Why would he? That's weird. He's going to stop there. We're going to pass the turn over to Dr. Zeus, who is, he's not starting off with his laser gun. He's got some bait. He's got a friendly Geist, marked deck, camera obscura, and an Omen of Doom horror show. And we draw the first omen for him, Inevitability. I don't mind that one. We're going to play that one. I should have trashed a body die, by the way, that last turn. He had no chance of getting that. They're driving down a stretch of road out of forest. They can tell that that ice fields stretch out to either side of the car. The last time they were in an area just like this, the creatures that were hunting them, well, there was a woman who was in the road, and they almost hit her, or the figure rather. Anyway, they're keeping their eyes peeled for anything and everything, because they know anything and everything is after them tonight. They see objects in the moonlight, in the northern lights. Every time Z seems to look out the window to the right or left, he sees a figure or a shape out in a field or nearby. Be careful, Sam, he says. Keep an eye on, and then there's one in the road. Sam doesn't freak out this time. There shouldn't be anybody wandering around in the wilds tonight. If this is somebody, if this is real, they need to hit it with the car. And they go through it, but it stays inside the car. Let's see if they kick it out of the car, whatever it is. Apparently, a lot of people have died in Hanging Stone. Hanging Stone's a sort of newish oil boom town, but something else had been there before, for a long time. As Sam and Zeus have found, they've found catacombs with skulls and bodies and skeletons. Something. This is built on something. All right, Zeus, rage your soul. He's gonna go soul. If I reroll, I gotta trash one die for everyone I reroll, so I don't think I want to do that. He's gonna use his friendly Geist. Yep, I'm going to discard it to boost the soul. And then sense, he does have sense now, right? I think we have a card for that. We do. 5 dice to get 9. I'm not too worried. Not too worried. See? Trash the highest dial. Trash is 6, but it still gives me 14. They go through. There is no impact. In the split second that happens, it registers for Sam and Zeus that they're dealing with something that's obviously non-corporeal. And as it's going through the car, they just instinctively reach out to touch each other's hands, kind of like a high five, almost like kind of like this, and creating this bar of light across their two arms length. And as this non-corporeal, I'll just say ghost, passes through the car, it disintegrates as it meets the light that they kind of connect. They use they create connecting each other. We're getting pretty good at this, Sam says. I still feel good. Me too. They're both very worried that this whole light thing that they've kind of hit on might be might not be infinite, or might be finite. We're going to hang on to... Zeus is going to hang on to his other moment of doom. We're going to pass it over to Sam. Omen of Doom horror show. Let's do it. The ghost is not the only thing they see in the middle of the road. Well, not in the middle of the road. They see that night. Zeus rolls down the window to get some air. When he rolls down the window, he notices a glint to the right. He squints, and sure enough, a metallic object is following them, or running parallel to them. Aleph, always keeping track. Maybe we can use this to our advantage. Maybe we can hack it. Zeus has a thought. They've been turning it off. They've got to have a hot switch on their tablets as a backdoor to turn these things off. Aleph is getting better at hiding them, but he hasn't been able to close that back door. But Sam hasn't tried actually commandeering them and using them. We're going to try that. 18 mind? Yeah. Well, that 18 mind's pretty crazy because that means it's 3 6s. Rage. We'll do mind. And we're going to... Well, he's got hack. Oh, wait a minute. This wasn't Zeus, it's Sam. Maybe Sam will just shoot this thing. So it's Sam looking out the window, his driver's side window, and seeing this thing running parallel with them. I think he's going to shoot it. I think we're going to do that. That's 3 rage dice. Zeus can't help. Boosting is 4th. Maybe he'll use a street sweeper. And then he has 2 white dice for hack. So let's do that. No mutation. So driving, Sam looks out. He sees it. Damn it. Pulls out. Hand me my gun. That one's fine. And Buddha. That's 12. 15. We need a 16 here. Pearl Handle Revolver. Evaluate using rage. Recycle at... Wait, hold on. What did I play? I played horror show. And evaluate versus a threat. Trash the highest die. Oh, shit. Okay, that's not going to help. Evaluate when hacking, upgrade 1 bonus die. Okay, that's one of his special powers, but that's a 2. Oh boy. No. No. Okay. Right off the bat. Okay, so that's 11. He goes to shoot it. The things he misses, the thing swerves in and bashes. And as it gets closer, he realizes it's bigger than he thought it was. He was thinking it was like dinner plate kind of size. That's kind of the size of the ones they've been encountering lately. Every now and then when they catch them, this one is about twice that size. And it comes in, it hits, bam! It hits the side of the car. He swerves over, and he doesn't put him off the road, but it does hurt him a bit. His face is a little scratched up. He's got to discard all these cards, which is an auspicious beginning, to say the least. Wait. Hold on. Did I check to make sure there wasn't anything during evaluate? Let's see, what is support. Nope, there's nothing. He's gonna get hit. The car gets hit. This goes. It hits. He rights the car, and then he looks out, and it's gone. They can't see it. Do you see it anywhere? I don't see it. Damn you, Aleph. Why? Sam's got to end his turn and draw 5 new cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. He drew 3 omens, some Mimiru's elixir, and wishful thinking. Up for Zeus. Omen of Doom, Pain. That's what we're going to play. Trash the highest rage die. Bushwhack. So okay. They're on edge now. They can see what they think might be the lights to the power station ahead. They're not there yet, but they're highly alerted. Zeus is scouring the sky and the side of the road as much as he can. Let's see if he catches this bushwhack. Someone out there wants the car to stop. Sense. He has sense now. Am I really worried about? I shouldn't be. And evaluate trash the highest rage die. We don't have any rage dice. That's 9, 10, 11. We need a 10. He goes, look out, over there. Sam swerves to the left, just missing a boulder that was thrown into the road, or it was set on the road. When Zeus wins versus a threat, anybody can heal one. He's going to have to heal Sam 1 card. Sam feels better. Bushwhack is gone. Then we're going to pass the turn. We're taking it nice and easy down this road. Speeding towards the power station. It is Sam's turn. Omen of Doom. I think that's not a bad Doom thing, so we're going to keep it. We'll do Frailty. Kind of sucks. Oh, well, the worst time ever. It's not a woman in front of in the middle of the road this time, or a person. It's a very, very large mountain cat. Very large, like The head is looking in through the windshield. Big. Sam swerves. Damn it. You can almost feel him say, as he goes into a ditch, hits a snowbank. Well, he hits a snowbank. Actually, no, there's no ditches. He hits a snowbank. Slides, spins, and the car stops, kind of turned all the way around with the lights on. And that mountain cat's still there. And it just slowly turns around to face them again, as if waiting for them. And it just stays there, as if waiting for them to get out of the car. Sam goes, should we just... And Z says, get out of the car. Well, why? That's not a mountain cat. Well, no shit, it's giant. But that's something else. And that's when Sam looks, and sure enough, the eyes tell him something completely different. This is not an animal at all. This is something that's sizing them up and wants to go. It's fight time. The Novum of Death has generals, and I think we're looking at one of them. That's what Z says as they're getting out of the car. Okay. And evaluate. Trash dice showing a number lower than your saint's value in the target virtue. All right. Z, so you doing... Oh, jeez. He's terrible in everything. Terrible. Just terrible in everything. We do have bait. Bait. Transfer display next as well. Oh, that's not going to help right now. Okie dokie. He's all set up for mind stuff. He's not set up for body or rage. This thing isn't going to be tricked. They get out of the car. It waits in the light for them. In the headlights. And it seems to be able to watch both of them at the same time. It's kind of got its head in the middle. It's not breathing. It should be breathing. What's that around its mouth? Alright, the only thing we can do right now is, man, this might not go very well, but we're going to go rage and we're going to mutate. Body, he's not any better at body than he is at rage. And with rage, Sam will be able to let him reroll 3. Z himself can help himself with 2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fiery. Let us roll. I feel where I have something that will... Nope. 2 people. Ah. Please tell me I got something that trashes. What does fiery do? Mutate. Suffer 1 rage damage. Alright, everybody here suffers 1 rage damage. Whatever. Zeus is going to discard a card. Bait. Sam is going to discard a card. Wishful thinking. That could have been better. Okay, then here we go. We're going to start with 2 dice. What's better? Resist. His resist is better. He's got 2 dice in resist. And we're going to be able to reroll 5. Let's see what else we got. Mark's deck. Nope. Nope. What about you, Sam? Sam's got nothing. This is terrible. Terrible. This is what he's got. 3 mind cards. That. They're horns, McTeddy. They are horns. Come on, man. Obviously. My eyes are on fire, too. It's hot in here. It's hot. So he does get to add +1 for each of his deaths. Unfortunately, he only has one of those. So discard the damage from the top of your deck. Oh man, this is not good. Alright, I'm not able to add any dice. I got 4 freaking dice. Okay. So evaluate trash dice showing a number lower. Well, I'm going to re-roll first before those. I can re-roll up to 5. I'm going to re-roll these 3. That's that. And then that was 3, and I get to re-roll 2. Oh, look at that. Okay. That's 16. Evaluate trash dice showing a number lower than your saint's value in the target virtue. There is none of that. We just need to add 1 to get past. Oh, wait. That's what this is. Zeus walks out in front of the car slowly while this large mountain cat. It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of me. It's a little bit in here. So this very large cougar in the middle of the road stays put, just kind of keeping it. It feels like it's watching both of them at the exact same time individually. Zeus and Sam get out of the car. Zeus walks around in front of the car, and he puts out his hands, and he hears a growl start from the cat, and he can tell that it's like really excited. It's almost like it's purring. And he says, who are you? And there's a beat, and the cat says, it doesn't matter, is all he hears. Meow of doom. Meow of doom. Doesn't matter. Your food. And let's see, well, what are we using here? We're using rage, right? It leaps. All right. Zeus, while he had walked around the car, he had his shotgun back behind his back, and he flips it out and he shoots into the mouth, into its maw as it comes at him. It's like, ah! And he lets one off in its mouth. It stops right before it gets to him, and it shakes its head, and it sounds like it starts making this noise, like a coughing at first, but then Zeus realizes that it's laughing, and it looks at him, and it says, and it looks at him, and it looks like it's actually amused, and all it says is, I'm going to let myself enjoy this. I'm going to let myself enjoy this. And then it's gone. So it let them know that the normal weapons aren't going to hurt it. Whatever it is. The King of Sunset has decided to play with its food. Or play with the people who have been killing all his lieutenants and messing with his plans. He's going to, in his pride, in his hubris, he's going to play with them. And he bounds off, disappears just as quickly as he came. Sam and Zeus sit there, breathing in the dark, waiting to see if he comes back. Nothing. They get back in their car and they head towards the... Okay, so he defeated this, so... Well, no, that's not going to happen. So they go to get back in the car. This is even better. They listen. They're sitting there, and they turn to go back to get in the car. And Sam, he doesn't get startled very often. This about gives him a fucking heart attack, though. He turns, and there's this guy crouched on the top of the car. He's half person, half, like, a lot of his flesh is gone. His flesh is kind of drooping off his face. Not so much a zombie as much as a skeleton with just flesh still hanging to the bone. And it's crouching up there, just kind of staring at him as he turns to get into the front seat of the car. In order to seal this ice fields, we need to win versus a deathless true threat. The true threat Hogboy. The King of Sunset is not a villain. He's just a minion. For those keeping. Hey, Heroic. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, Sam. Wait. Who was this? This was Zeus. Zeus is going to have to take care of this guy. Considerably less difficult than... Oh, wait. Use your lowest. Body or rage. Aha! There are two of both are two. We're going to have to mutate this sucker, too. Just like we just did with the... 3. 1, 2, 3. Terrifying. Fits. Freaking 2. Reload 1 random card. That's just... Alright, here we go. Reloaded. What do we got left? A bunch of stuff that's not going to help. So, we're going to be able to reroll 5 of these. Resist. Yay, resist. He's got 2 resist. So, we're at 4. So, that's not too terrifyingly bad. Does Sam have a tool? Does anybody have a tool they can get rid of? They do. Ooh, he does. Okay, good. Here we go. 4 dice. We need 12. He still has the smoking shotgun in his hands. All right. Showing number lower than your Saint's value is a 2. So, haha, screw you. Sam freezes. He almost has a heart attack. He's like, and all of a sudden, boom! And the things, the rest of the thing's head and skeleton blows off, and it clatters to the hood. And Sam looks over, and Zeus is like, okay, Zeus is reloading already. And they're both looking around to see if any more are coming. Nothing. Sam's extra special looking around. They get in the car, and they head as fast as they can to the power plant that's just up the road. They can see the lights too. Power station. Zeus has got to draw back up. 2, 5. Sam's turn. They pull in the parking lot, one of the parking lots of the power station. There's no gates. There's nothing at this. It's an older power station. There are some lights on in an office kind of section of it, suggesting that people are still working. Omen of Doom, Frailty. Let's see. This Nexus is lose using Reminder Rage, sacrifice 1 card. I'm not really too worried about that one, to tell you the truth. Be completely honest. All he's got is almonds in his hand. It's not good. I need to recycle some shit. Omen of Doom. Recycle 1 random card. Don't mind if I do. They pull up and park the car. When they get out, Sam thinks it's maybe the trick of the light. When he looks a little closer, he thought it was a little weird when they pulled up in the when the lights didn't reflect off the snow. It was all dark. The snow, the ground in front of them, in front of the car, was deep black. It didn't register until he gets out of the car, and in the moonlight and Northern Lights light, the snow is incredibly dark around there, like it's ground. It's not until he walks up a little bit that he notices that it's solid, whatever it is. It's not ground. It's too dark to be ground. It's solid, and it's not shadow, and it's running along the ground. He takes a couple steps back, and looks at Zeus. and say, you think this is water. What is this? Is it water? Do you remember the farm? Oh, yeah. They both remember the farm where the walls of the farmhouse were covered in oil, like sentient oil. I think, and that's when some pseudopods kind of raise up out. It starts forming pseudopods, like kind of grasping kind of things. Not grasping, but well, they're gonna start grasping. They start forming fingers. They start moving towards. It's like a field of hands and fingers moving towards them, of shadow, super dark shadow. Reload one new deathless threat into this nexus. Okay. If you say so. Do I have to? Did my glasses disappear when I did that? First one I see is this one. And it's going in. Mind or body. This is Sam. All Sam's got in his hand is some omens. Well. His Sam is a 2 body or a 4 mind, so I think we're gonna have to outthink this thing. Whatever this thing is. Lose using mind or rage. Remember how I was like, oh, I'm not so worried about that. Yeah. Okay. Zeus, what can you do? Evaluating taking a dice action, discard, replace that action with another evaluate dice action other than keep. Mutate. Support. Recycle. Choose. He's got Scheisse. We're going to mutate this sucker. We're going to reroll that. And it's the exact same thing. Unseen. 6 makes sense. Cool. That's great because Sam doesn't have resist, so that was freaking fantastic. Right on. Okay, 4. We're gonna be able to reroll 4. He's gonna add a bonus die. He's got nothing else to play, so this is it. This is our play. Damn, my rolling is back on point. That's exactly what he needed. I mean, the first thing he thinks of is, can we move around this thing? I don't want to drive through it. Maybe we can. It doesn't move very fast. Could probably go around it. That doesn't seem as fun though. That doesn't seem as fun a solution. Like getting up on top of the car and jumping over it would be fun. Oh, lighting it. No. So, they're on a bit of an incline. Well, they're at the top of an incline. There's a little bit of an incline going down towards the power plant. Sam reaches in the car. He puts it in neutral. He says, get on the car. And Zeus gets on the hood. And Sam jumps on it, pushes a little bit, and gets on the hood. And so the car starts rolling down the hill. It's slowed down. We're running on top of the oil, the dark sweet crude. They can hear the thump, thump, thump as it's kind of like just trying to hit the car and stop it. It's hitting the car trying to get at them. It's not smart enough to stop the car. It's like its pseudopods are hitting the side of the car, thump, 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 as they're going down. And the car's just kind of sliding on it now. They can feel that the wind, sometimes the wheels aren't moving as it's kind of sliding on the oil. And there's a split second where Sam thinks, oh shit, I might have really screwed up as they're like nearing the, it's not a huge, like, it's like, I don't know, like 100 feet. And they're heading towards the actual building. And he thinks, oh shit, maybe I really screwed up. But the car starts sliding to the side, and they move over a little bit, and bam, they hit the side of the building. And right as they got close to the building, they felt the wheels get purchased. And he looks down, and the oil was the dark sweet crude wasn't as far back as the building. And so he gets Zeus off, and they look around for a door. They're just kind of near one of the main entrances to an office building right before going into the power station proper. And they book into that door to avoid this. Shuffle this threat into a random other nexus. That sucks. Well, there are 2 others. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going into here. In we go. Sam's going to recycle 2 of these cards and draw 1, 3, 4, 5. And hopefully get some useful freaking... How many street sweepers do I got? Oh, I healed that. That's right. Okay. A lot of mind. Pass the turn over to Zeus as they rush into the power station. Omen of Doom. That's what we're doing. Trash 1 die for each die you reroll. Oh, shit. So, they rush in through the door of the power station, and their mind is on what's out there outside. So they rush in. They don't have a lot of time to look around. They turn on. He looks out the door to make sure that oil's not coming up. They close the door, and then they hear a very dry chuckle from behind them, and they swing around. This time, however, they're not looking at a jaguar. I mean, not a jaguar, a mountain, a cougar. They're looking at a tall figure with without a true face. Without a true face. In fact, the bottom half of his face is it looks like it might be if Sam stares at it long enough, it looks like it's oil itself. It's like that dark crude has not covering it, but is actually behind the face. It's like what they're looking at is a figure who is the dark crude had gotten some skin, some pallid corpse skin, and skinned itself with it, but somehow together, and it looks regal and menacing, and all at the same time. And it chuckles. I've wanted to see you dead for so long. Now, I just want to keep you alive for just a little while longer. Isn't that funny? He says. Oh yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, Z says. That's hilarious. Here we go again. We're gonna do rage again. And that's bad. That's terrible. Because I don't want to mutate him now because I don't want to re-roll dice. he's going to have 4 dice. The only way anything works is if... Fuck. Okay. He's got 2 rage. What has Sam got to help? Damage support. Sam can... A symbol versus a threat. Alright. He can add some rage. So, okay, Zeus has got 2 rage. He's got 2 resist. He's got, he can add a rage because Sam's got a street sweeper trained on him. We're not mutating because it's almost useless. I think. I feel. Oh wait, look at that. We got something up our sleeves. We got something up our sleeves. Oh wait, it has to do with no, it doesn't. Excellent. Okay. Here we go. That was a 4. Okay, we are not re-rolling anything right now. We have a 10, we have 15, we need 17. Zeus has got Jekyll formula. So he can slot it right now. He explodes 6s, which means he rolls another die for every 6. That's technically not a re-roll, so that's cool. He upgrades rage dice, which is fantastic. Doesn't affect that, but that's 3. And then discard 1 card or sacrifice this gift. All right, he'll discard a card. Not a problem. We're going to roll 1 more die. We need a 5. These boys are so lucky. You, Zeus tries a different tactic this time. He gives them the old, what's his name? Batman. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Zeus is really feeling. He's been feeling the last 4 hours. Zeus is not feeling his age whatsoever. He's been feeling like he's 20 years younger. He doesn't know. He's a little worried about it. He doesn't think about it too much. He's not sure what it means. The little light thing that him and Sam have been able to do, although it worries Sam just a little bit, it's been worrying Zeus a lot about how much is it using. Does it take something every time he uses it? Is it an infinite source? Not quite sure. He hasn't used it yet. He's not using it with this guy. He's been kind of keeping it as a... he doesn't know if this, whatever this is, knows. He's figuring it's definitely one of the higher ranking generals of the Deathless's Novum. But he's been keeping it as kind of like an ace in the hole. And so anyway, this is totally on par for Zeus. This is kind of what he's been doing this whole time. So he kind of steps up and says, no more games. Let's finish this now. You want to go. And then as he's saying that, Sam lets loose with his street sweeper into this thing. The bullets are going into it, and that crude oil is splashing out. And it splashes some on Zeus's face. Afterwards, when Zeus turns around, he's just covered in specks of this black oil. And it just takes it, and then there's a gurgling, and then the laughing. See you soon. And then it steps backwards, and for some reason, it steps backwards like into shadow, and it's gone. Like this thing, this thing, just gone. Zeus kind of looks down at his hands. He's realized that he's clenched his fists, and his fists have started glowing. He doesn't know if he's shown his card or not, but he's realizing that he's shaking. They take a minute to look around, and they're in just a it's like control room before the control room. There's computer terminals. There's a variety of desks and computer terminals. maybe like a welcome desk to the side, but and of course no one's there, and this thing's gone and it's quiet, and suddenly the moonlight lights up more than what they saw before when this king was here. Holy crap, are we getting lucky here? Sacrifice 1 card from your discard pile. Really? To seal this. Alright, we're going to sacrifice the Camera Obscura. This is going in Sam's... They move through the control room into the next area. Where are we going? We're going into... Okay. They realize that while this thing did disappear, it's left a trail of oil spots. The dark crude oil spots. As they move, Zeus feels the oil moving on his face and a bit of burning. And he quickly, without even thinking, it's almost like reflex, he brings up the light in him and brings it into his face, and he feels it burn in a different way. It feels like it's burning, he feels it drop off. Sam's a little like, whoa, because he sees his face glow a little bit, and then the oil drops off. And they look at the ground, and they are like, okay, we got to follow these things quickly, because as they're following, the left drops. The drops are like scurrying off, basically, or kind of moving off. They follow it quickly through another door until like another control room, and then to the left they go out, and there's an entryway, another door that goes outside. And they go out and hurrying, and there's a big open space. Maybe there's a road. There ain't no road right now because it's just all snow. But they look ahead and they see the buildings of a refinery. They look newer. There's a one of the flames above, and one of the towers is going off up above. One of the pipes, smokestack or fire stacks or whatever. It's a newer building, much newer than the building they're leaving right now. The oil tracks, by the time they get outside, they see a little bit of the oil before, but it just farther ahead of them, spots, but it just kind of sinks into snow and disappears. So all they can do is guess that this thing has headed to the refinery. Sam's turn. Zeus needs a draw. Oh, that's his. And that is a discard. Wait a minute. This... Wow, when he slots this, I don't think it goes unslotted. Huh. That's cool. He's slotting that Jekyll formula. This is Zeus's Let's Get Nuts juice. Michael Keaton. You want to get nuts? All right. This is Sam. Sam draws Omen of Hope. Recollection. You may reload one random card from your discard pile. Okay. The Nexus Refinery. Damage. Increase body, mind, and rage damage by 1. Memory Stick. We're just going to go ahead and roll on this. This is 2 and a hack. 8, 9, 10. He's going to go to the top of that stack with the fire at the top. That's what Sam thinks. That's what Sam tells Zeus. This thing's going to go to the top. It wants to play with us. It's going to pick the best place to try to kill us. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. Alright. Flipping next to some and void may avoid. Dachshund SWAT. So, as they get closer to the refinery, it's like it's a quarter of a mile or less than that. Yeah, a quarter of a mile. Pretty uneventful. It's cold. Sun hasn't come up yet. They realize that Zeus looks at his watch, and it's like 6:30 in the morning, and everyone had told them that that's when the sun should start seeing a little bit of dawn. Nothing. It's still like it's 2 in the morning. As they start getting closer to the refinery, Sam's deck starts making its little beeping noise that lets him know that something is starting to. They're entering a new network, and there's activity. There's no like sentry guns or anything at this place, but it might be more difficult to get into the refinery itself. It's not like this thing's sending cops or SWAT teams. Body, soul. Soul? Soul. These can help us so. Okay. We're going to come here. We're going to 1, 2. Terrifying. Mutate 2. Sam's got to reload 1 random gift. That would be terrifying, but no one has swatted me. No. Is that what it sounded like? No one's ever swatted me. That's freaking horrifying that can even happen. Alright, so wait, what just happened? I reload that. Okay. Cool. Alright, we are locked and ready to mutate. Does he still have that marked deck? Because that would be sweet. He does. Zeus is going to play a marked deck where he can assist with any virtue. He's going to be assisting with his mind. So we're going to be able to re-roll 3 of... Oh, Sam only has 2 of these. He has sense. We're going to be able to re-roll... Oh, wait, nope. We're going to charm bracelet to boost soul. We're going to be re-roll 4 of these. A symbol versus a mutated card. Recycle, add 1 body or mind die. Random mind die. Okay. 16. Damn. Yes, that's in game. Yes, Dachshund SWAT. Well, I have to. It makes no sense, literally. So figuratively, I've been taking Dachshund SWAT as being a sign of AI activity in the systems of whatever computer systems and networks that are close by. There's one at the refinery. It's kind of a new refinery. It's got, and it might not have had AI before, but with Aleph, has got his fingers, his digital fingerprints in everything, and he's got deals and setups, and a lot of the Novums use a lot of his technology, and these AIs can be set up. Like I was saying, there's no sentry guns or anything like this at the refinery. That'd be a little too weird, but we're going to play it. This is going to be keeping them out of getting into the refinery, so they got to overcome that, which is like easy peasy lemon squeezy for my rolling. That is. That's a discard. That is a discard. And that's a discard. I am just rolling really well. I seem to roll really well all the time, though. Yeah, so the dox and swap makes, well, actually, it doesn't make any sense at any context. When I did the book of the golems, that's why I keep referencing Aleph. Aleph is the novum of the golems. Aleph was the original golem, the golem of Warsaw, who later on became the backbone, the very first like AI basically, in every sense of the word. And then he started producing technology, and he's in all technology, from phones to whatever. And I was just reading. I forgot that I put that notice up. And anyway, so even when I was playing Book of Golems, Dox and Swat didn't really make a whole lot of sense, because it's not like I'm at home and Zeus and Sam aren't at home getting swatted. But we are in the refinery. That was a hacking job to get us into the refinery. We are now in. Was that a discount? If you have 6+ enduring fragment, stash. Well, we are stashing this one. Okay. Sam, a little low on cards, bud. 3, 4, 5. It's the. You have a reason why you'd be in the game? You personally? Or did you mean it? It'd be in the game. Oh, okay. It's late. It's late. Shouldn't be typing right now anyway. It's not natural to be typing this late. Okay. Speaking of late, so I didn't realize how busy Bar Harbor gets this time of year. This poor lady at work, I talked it up because her husband, an older lady, and her husband went to we're going to Portland. I was like, oh God, you got to go up. You're only like 2 or 3 hours away from Bar Harbor. You got to go up there. And holy shit, she's like, they couldn't do anything because it's just hundreds of thousands of people just going there to see the colors of the leaves changing and everything. They couldn't find any parking and the Bar Harbor, yeah. Well, see, I go up in July and June, and it's never that busy. I mean, it's busy, but not like that, the way she was describing it. Grouch Couch! We got a Grouch Couch sighting. What up? What up? Shit, guys. Oh, we're in the refinery. We have hacked our way into the refinery. We have no more. This is Zeus's turn. Omen of Doom. That's all he's got is Omens of Doom. Alright, fine. That's what we're doing. We're dooming it up. What up? Oh, shit. We're subscribed. Oh, I gotta figure out something to do for subscribers. I gotta do something special. Something special for the subscribers. Thank you. Is that Turk? Thank you, Turk. You guys are the best. Aw, snaps. What up, man? Thanks, buddy. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Nice. King of Sunset. Second door. So it's kind of crazy. Every time they get into a door or walk out of a door, this fucker's here. They hack their way into the refinery. They get to the door's not opening. Sam uses his deck to get them in, buzz them in. They get in. The door is another little kind of control room area for the refinery. This time, when they get in, all they see are these cat eyes, kind of just floating in the dark. Super, super dark. It's super dark in here. It gives Sam a second to realize that it's super dark because they may be staring at a complete wall of this oil, of this crude oil. Just like a huge, it's like filled the room, and it's just the last back half of the room, and in the middle of these are these cat eyes, and he hears the gurgling chuckle, and care for a swim, and we're gonna have to deal with this fucker now. So Sam doesn't have any deaths, so he's not getting no +1 on this sucker. Right on. Write that story. Gotta get those warlocks. Hey, how many more episodes you think you guys are going to do for season 2? Yeah, he's as Teddy. He's Meow of Doom, but in a different way. Yeah. The oil parts beneath the eyes to reveal the mountain, the cougar teeth. But infinite black inside. Right. We are going to be raging. Going to be bodying. Damn. So if Sam wants... Oh, this is bad. Sam could use rage. He could. He's going to have to use body. He's going to have to do body because then we got to mutate it. Right in. About 5 more episodes? That's cool. How many is it? Okay, so it's been 5, right? Yeah, so 10. Seems like there's been a lot more, dude. It really has. Than 5. I know you were shooting for 8 before. Alright, did I roll this? I don't think I rolled it. Alright. That's a 1, so we're terrifying. We're terrifying. 3. Reload 1 omen. No problem. Don't have to tell me twice. Wait a minute. Shit. That was Zeus. Shit, whose turn was it? It was Zeus. Oh, this is Zeus's turn. Oh, shit. You guys got me going. All right. So this is Zeus's turn. We're going to use... Okay, we're going to have to use body. We'll use body. Damn. Okay, so we're mutated. He's got to reload an omen. Everybody does. So, wall... Turkey Terror is lurking. Wall of oil. Zeus. He's not waiting around this time. He's running right at him. He's running right at it. He's glowing up. And he's just gonna see if he can't dissipate this thing right. Just like he's just gonna let it consume him and then blow it out with light. That's at least the idea. Muscle memory to boost his body. Boost the body. He gets 2 resist. We're looking at 5. He's gonna be able to reroll a whopping 2 of these. Sam can sacrifice this memory stick to add a mind die. Looks like he was wrong. This guy's not taking him up. He's not going to wait around for them to go up to the tower, the highest point in the refinery. All right, this is it. 6 dice. Sam is still alive. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit, guys. And damage for bury 1 card. Everything's cool. Evaluate, add 1 +1 for each of your deaths. He's got it 1 death. Zeus has got 1 death. It's 1. That is 17. Zeus. Okay, so he does catch the king a little unawares. The king wasn't quite expecting that, and to be honest, the king of Sunset did not really know about the whole light thing. Nobody's come back to report to him about what's happened with Zeus and Sam. So when Zeus runs into, hey, welcome to the dungeon, K619. No, he's not expecting this. When Zeus runs into him, this old 70-year-old man starts glowing, right? It's just, and rushes in, and the king just instinctually, because that's what he wanted to do, was eat, like devour them. He opens up his mouth really wide, and Zeus runs into his mouth, and just bursts out. Just does his best to push the light from inside himself out, and it pushes bows. All of a sudden there's this like bubble inside the oil, and it's all illuminated, and Sam's outside watching this happen. It's like this burst of starburst light happens inside, and a bubble of light happens inside of pitch black, and the eyes he sees the eyes of the mountain lion get big, and kind of like they start filling up with light too, and he hears and then and it pulls back. The whole thing pulls back into the corner of the room, or back behind Zeus, and the eyes close, and then the oil comes back, and then there's just shadow behind Zeus. As fast as it's just gone. He's on the run now. Zeus knows it. Sam knows it, and unfortunately for the King of Sunset, he realizes it now. He is not the one in control. He is now being hunted. The Nexus cannot be sealed unless it's empty. So we're gonna have to keep going on here. That sucks. That sucks for us. So we gotta follow, because there's no inky footprints now. There's no trail. So they start heading deeper into the refinery to see if they can't find the Sunset, King of Sunset. Okay, that was Zeus. Drawing 5. Drawing back up, passing a turn over to Samuel. Omen of Pain. That's all what's the hope side to this? A symbol versus a threat. You may sacrifice 1 tool gift, add 1 rage die. I don't want to do that. He's going to play an Omen of Doom. Sam's going to play an Omen of Doom. Pain. Oh, boy. Like I said, there is no oily trace of the king. He pulls back and kind of disappears. There's only a set of double doors behind where he was. So Sam and Zeus run in through there, and all they're met with is that it's what they come into is a bunch of different stairs in different areas. It's like a large, almost like a warehouse room with all these different levels and stairs going up to different parts of. It looks like they go off, and they can't tell right now, it's dark, but it goes off to different parts of the refinery. And when they're looking around, it's dark, and Sam feels something on his foot, and he lights up a flare, and because they have some, and there's just all that oils everywhere, and the first thing he sees is a pseudopod with like pseudopod fingers coming up, reaching for him from below him. We gotta add a deathless threat because it tells us to. Fishy! What up, fish? Fishy, nothing you see here tonight's going to be as badass as uppercutting somebody with a vial of poison. What's up, liches? Some gruesome shit. You inspired me. Alright. Let's fight some dark sweet crude. Okay, so this is Sam's turn. Sam's, again, got to deal with this shit. He's going to, we're going to, what's that one? Is that a snake? Oh, yeah. Did I just roll a 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Haunting. I don't think I've done this before. Haunting. What town you burning to the ground? This town? We're going to burn this to the ground. We're going to... he hasn't... No, I know what they need to do. I know they know what they need to do. So we're going to mutate this. I'm going to roll 4. Shit. If we lose, we got to confront one new deathless threat. Fine. Resist. He does not have resist. So, but he does have mind. Sense strike. I don't know. Why am I adding that? He doesn't have resist, does he? No. Okay, we're going to boost mind with Camera Obscura. That gives him that. And he has sense. He has 1 sense, so we're going to add that. Then, what other wizardry can we do? Nothing. Okay. Let's do it. You come back here. Okay, we're going to be able to reroll 4 of them. I like that 6. We're going to keep that 6. That's not a reroll. Nobody messes with Bradzilla. Shit. Damn. I should go to the casino tonight. Sam knows what he's got to do. And knows what he's there. He goes, all right, I don't know why I haven't been thinking of this whole time. He lights up. His whole body. He saw Zeus do it. Up until now, they've done it as emotional responses. They figured out how he's figured out how he could summon it in like one part of him. But he saw Zeus go full glow. So he's like, okay, can I do that? And looks in, kind of concentrates just a little bit, and sure enough, his whole body starts glowing. And the moment he's glowing, the pseudopods, the crew just kind of, it backs off. And then he sits there for a second, and it looks like it gets curious. It gets a little closer, but then you can see the light like ripping through like dissolving the molecules of it. And it backs off and it starts spreading away. Zeus looks at him, sees him doing it, and he does it too. And so now they're 2 glowing people. 5 magic bits. Woo! We got bits. 2 glowing guys moving through this sea of crude as it starts pulling back, and then they realize that this shit's like a foot deep. It's like full of it. This whole place is full of it, but it's moving out, and it's running up walls and running up stairs to get away from them as they move through. They move in the middle of the warehouse, and if Sam took a minute to reflect, it's pretty sweet that they're in the middle. They're completely surrounded by a foot of this sea of oil, and it's flowing up away from them up the walls. Okay. You got to be shuffled into a random nexus. We are not done with oil. How long can they hold this, though? How long can they hold the light? That's a good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boots. Oh, hey, I'll drink. Drink to the bits. Alright. Zeus, Omen of Doom. His turn. Feedback. Trash the heist. Mind die. Fine. Fine. So, all right, we're going to do this kind of like what we did at the farm to make it make sense. Suddenly, they hear over loudspeakers. You boys been exposed to some kind of nuclear energy or something? Why are you glowing like that? And they look up, and high above them is a lit window. And they see a guy kind of looking down at them. And I suppose you probably want that door opened up. And they look over, and there's as they have been moving through the warehouse, there is a large kind of loading door of some sort at one end of at the other end. They weren't necessarily considering going in there, but if this guy, Sam yells up, "Who are you? Are you all right?" And the guy, so I can't really hear you, but I've been trapped in here for, God, it seems like forever. Sure would like some help getting out of here. Or I could open that door for you. I think Sam's going to figure out a way to help this guy. I'm going to use mind and steady. Yeah, he has got one steady. Steady. Ghost. Thanks, fish. The snap. It's the snap camera stuff. I wish I could. I could. I wish I had the time to figure out how to make this stuff, because I have ideas on other things I'd like to make. I keep looking through all the snap camera stuff that people are made, and there's not as many cool ones as I wish there were. I'd make one for every freaking stream I had that was custom for that stream. Yeah. Yeah, because you could make yourselves. Yeah, this is snap camera. Yeah. You guys could make yourselves like Elfie or all that shit you guys do with the like practical camera shit or practical makeup stuff. You could actually accentuate that. That'd be really sweet. Because if you did both together, that'd be pretty awesome. What do you mean by exploded her stream? You mean more people watched her? I think we're going to roll that, right? We're going to go ahead and mutate this. 2. 1, 2. Opposite. Opposite. No one liked it? Oh, wow. I've been actually live streaming. I've been using it the last few weeks. I have been using it in videos. Wow, really? I haven't had any problems yet, but I don't know. Maybe it would. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the risk. 6. Assemble. Add 1 body die. Don't mind if I fucking do. All right. Okay, we're going to try to help this guy out. I'm coming up to you. Still can't hear what you're saying, partner. But it looks like you might be coming up here. Really hope you're not nuclear. Fuck, wait. This isn't Sam. It's fucking Zeus. Alright, you guys are making me lose my turns. Well, whose turn is what? Which is fine. Totally fine. So, Sam blew out the oil. So this passed over to Zeus. While Sam's yelling up at this guy, Zeus just starts heading up the stairs to open up the doors for this guy. Everything still remains the same because they can both help each other out with mind. Where he added a body die. He's actually got 2 in study, so it's even better. So we got a shit ton of dice, and we need a 15 out of 3 of them. And trash the highest mind. Oh, you son of a... Okay, we got to trash this 5, but we're re-rolling 4 of them. And got a 6, so F you. So Zeus makes his way slowly up the stairs, up to the level that has the room. When he gets up to the room, the door's locked, probably by the same AI, but that's not any problem for Sam and Zeus. Sam whips out his deck and is able to hack through and open up the door without much of a problem. And he turns off the glow when he opens the door because the oil isn't up there. And it looks like a security guard, and he's really happy to see Zeus. He's a little at first, but then Zeus isn't glowing, so it's all right. He whips out his deck. So they both got decks that that's what I use that word from it's from Necromancer, from William Gibson's books, but it's like they got a tablet or like a small laptop that he uses to Z's has got a huge Necromancer dick, or he's a necrosurgeon dick. But besides the huge dick, he's got a deck, and that's just how he the little piece of computer that he uses to hack into shit. These guys are both like Sam himself is a black hat hacker, and Zeus is pretty much right there with him skill wise. This is not a family show. There should have been a warning when you came signing on. Okay, so he's so happy. This guy has been trapped up there. He doesn't understand why the place is filled with oil and why the oil moves. But he's super happy, and he gives us draw 1 new rage gift. Here, I found this. One of the old timers had it. I thought it was pretty cool. Here, you could use it. So he gives Zeus a sword cane, which Zeus is happy to take. Okay. Are there anybody else here, do you think? Guys, I don't think so. I haven't heard anybody. And most of the people I did see weren't the same. Is everybody okay? Yeah, I know, right? I want a sword cane too. Ever since I was a kid. The people I did see, are they sick? Are they all right? And Sam is just kind of, well, not so sure. You know where the hospital is? Yeah. Do you think you can make it there? Guess so. Tell you what. Where's the oil at now? The oil seems, we're going to have to take him back out. There's no way. We're not going to be able to leave him in there. He can't get out by himself. So Sam and Zeus light back up and start moving, or at least Sam does, and they start following down. The guy looks like he wants to ask Sam why he's glowing, but keeps his mouth shut for now. He's just happy that he's getting out of here, apparently safely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zeus has got to recycle a card. Carl. All right. And it's Sam's turn. Moment of Doom feedback. Fishy. All right. Doom. Doom? Doom? Let's keep it to Doom. I remember when I lost my mind. Alright, in damage. I ain't taking no oh wait, maybe I am. So everything's going great. Zeus and the security guard are following Sam as Sam's glowed up, creating a parting the Black Sea through the warehouse out into the little control room area, and then they open up the doors to let this guy out. But as they let him out, it's snowing again. It was pretty calm, but now it's snowing again. And as they kind of come out, shadows come walking up, and they look, and they're surrounded. There's like a pack of these things. They've met these things before, these undead wolves that are standing around, that have been hunting them and every so often throughout this whole night. There's more of them. There was just 1 or 2 last time. There's like 6 or 7 of them. Shit. It's a little welcoming party. Initiate body, resist 10 if you fail, and evaluate trash the highest die. This is Sam. Sam's got 2 in body. And he has a 1 in resist. He has none in resist. Okay, here we go. Sam's glowing. Still, when he opens up the door and he walks out, and the other 2 come out, and he turns, and these things are surrounding them, Sam's like lit up, and he's the first thing they see, and one jumps him immediately, and he barely is able to cover up his throat, and because this thing doesn't give a shit if he's glowing or what, and it's on him, trying to get at his throat and tear him up, and he's holding it by its scruff of its throat and fighting it off. And now it's time for security guard to help out, but what's he gonna do? 12, 15. Oh wait, okay, I got an idea. Let's use rage. He's got a 3 in rage. He doesn't have resist or strike, which sucks, but oh shit. Okay. Or I don't use this very often, but this could, no, I gotta clear, this can't be sealed until I get rid of everything, so I can't avoid these guys. I have to do, hey, yeah. So Zeus immediately draws that sword cane, because he's got it right then. A symbol using rage, discard, add 1 body die. It's not a dreamer threat, that'd be sweet. So Zeus is there stabbing this thing. Sam draws his boomstick. This is my boomstick. Alright, so we're boosting rage here. It's got hack. Sam has hack, so that allows him to use his hack, which is 2. So now we're looking at 7 dice. And yep, 7 dice to get 15. Oh, we can't mutate this, so this is the best we got. Shit, look at that. Look at that. Pfft. I feel bad for these guys. Boom! It just, the midsection of this thing explodes. It wasn't well put together anyway, because it's like half rotting. And the noise, though, is like so loud it echoes. The other one's back up, and Sam gets up, and he does another one. Boom! He fires in the air, and reluctantly they scatter and start running off. Literal boomstick moment. He's no longer glowing, by the way. He was able to keep that up. That was a discard. This is a discard. These guys are gone. Peace out. We're gonna play. Sam's gonna go ahead and play another card. Trash the highest mind die. Okay. What are you doing here, buddy? Carl? Hey, Carl. It freaks him out for a second, all three of them, to hear somebody's voice. Carl must be the name of the security guard because he turns first. He's like, Ted? And out of the shadows next to the building, this guy comes out. And he's dressed a little nicer than the security guard, which leads Aziz immediately to think that maybe he's management or something. And the guy's like, Carl, glad that you're okay. It's not till he gets a little closer that Sam notices that his eyes are a little blacker. There's a lot more black in his eyes. In fact, they're completely black. And Sam goes, Carl, because Carl started moving over to this guy. He's like, Carl, come back. And this guy looks at Sam and gives him a big, toothy smile. And he goes, Sam. He's coming for you, Sam. Sunset is coming for you. Oh, really? Is it really? Well, you know sunrise is coming, Sam says. And the guy looks around and goes, you think sunrise is coming? And yeah, so it's like 7 a.m. and the sun's nowhere near coming up. They know the lights last long in Alberta, but this should be light by now. It's the eternal night. All right, buddy, we're gonna use mind on you. I don't want to mess around. Oh God. All right, so we're gonna mutate 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mutation is unseen. 6. Oh yeah, he may use sense. It doesn't matter. But that's cool. He can reroll 4 of them because he has charm. Sam does have charm. Right. Then I'm boosting mind with the star clock. I want to play off the star clock with something to do with the northern lights and the whole sunrise thing. I have to think about that. We're gonna roll. All right. It's eternal night, the guy says when he looks him back down, and because he's looking up at the thing. You think it's gonna sunrise? You think it's gonna the sun's coming up? No, it's eternal night. Only sunset's coming for you. When he turns back down, Sam's like in his face. Like Sam had moved while this guy had looked up. Sam was suddenly right there next to him. Guy wasn't that far away. And Sam goes, you're looking in the wrong direction for sunrise. And his eyes light up. And he goes, fuck it. He goes full, what's his Cyclops? Into this guy's face. Blows his guy's back of his head out with light. It's like you just hear like a as his skull separates in the back, and by light. And as the skull pieces are falling away, they can see that it's just dissolving into the oil, and then his body just kind of goes. It's like the oil was brought to life and given this kind of skin, a facsimile of skin. And anyway, blows him out, whoosh, and flat, wet splat of oil on the ground, and the oil sinks down in the snow. As it's sinking down in the snow, it starts. You can see it burrowing away into the snow, like leaving. Wish I could talk better. All right, that was a discard. This guy is peace out. And that's going to be enough for Sam. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to pass Sam. Sam, you did a lot, buddy. It is Zeus's turn. Omen of Doom, Frailty. I hate Frailty. But I hate the other one he has too, so fuck it. Oh. Hey, it's not a threat. How nice. It's Dead Sea Salt. Don't want it. 4. He's got 2 in study. 8. Add the gift to the well. All right. I did not get this. It goes into the well, which is a special thing. We're going to find out more about next episode. Oh, come on. Screw it. We're going to do another horror show. Evaluate versus a threat. Trash the highest die. It is not a threat. Bless the theme. I don't care. We're just going to roll the 4 mind dice that he has. He does not get it. Add that to the well. And I wish he had another blessing so we could end this. But he doesn't. So we're going to drop the 5. Ooh. Pass the turn back to Sam. So, Zeus is helping. That whole thing was Sam and Zeus helping the guy, Carl, back to his car. They missed several opportunities to find things along the way. That's okay, because they're concentrating on getting Carl back to his car. They get Carl into his car, and, well, let's see. I think Carl should still be around for one more turn. All right. Okay. Man, I hate to waste an Omen of Hope here. But we did. Oh, shit. So there's a little parking lot with a bunch of cars that are all snowed over, just mounds of car mounds. And they're heading over, they're taking Carl to, he's like, my truck's over here. And at this point, they're not sure if they're going to take Carl there anyway, just because they want to make sure they get him safe. There's a lot of bad shit around. Good thing they do, because as they get over into the parking lot, the lights of all the other cars, all the headlights come on. And then it gets super quiet. There's no wind or anything. And at first it's like light, hard to hear. But then as they get closer, they can hear all the car radios are on. And it seems like they're on the same station. They're playing the same song. And it's I'm going to say it's Stand By Me. And that they're all playing. And Carl goes, oh man, this is my dad's favorite song. And yeah. And then it starts playing louder from the speakers of the refinery. And Carl seems like he stops. And he turns. And he starts, after he says that, he starts walking back towards the refinery. Or wants to, right? When the night... Dum, dum, da da dum, dum, da da dum, dum. So, yeah, we gotta convince him not to fucking go back to the refinery. For whose turn is this? Is this Sammy's turn, or is this? Yeah, this is Sam's turn. Okay, we're gonna use mind because he's good at it. We don't want to lose Carl, so we're gonna mutate 2. It's terrifying, which is pretty good actually. Oh, except when you roll 1. It's alright. Reload 1 gift. Fine. That's totally fine. I will reload a gift. Alright, so we're going to reroll 4. He doesn't have resist, but does he have anything you can play? This is the last one, man. We got to finish this. We're rolling 4. We need 12. 12 on 3 dice. All right. So I could re-roll these 2 and just need a 4 or more. Guess I'll do that. Booyah. 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 All right. Sam grabs Carl and he's gonna cover his ears somehow. Well, okay. So Sam always carries. He's got headphones in his pocket. He reaches into his pocket and grabs his headphones. They're noise canceling, and he grabs Carl. Grabs Carl, and he shoves them into his ears and holds them. And Carl looks confused for a second, and he turns around and says, "You gotta go." And they lead him over to his car and start up his car. And at that point, once they get him in his car, the lights go off of the car and the radio's not playing. And maybe the other cars are playing, or maybe not. They're not paying attention to him. They get Carl in. They turn the station to something else, something heavier, and they see him on his way. So he's driving off, and as he's driving off, they look over, and another building they hadn't really noticed before. They see the garage doors closing on it. The echo of them after the car leaves, the echo of the car. They hear the echo of these doors closing. They look over like, all right, so maybe that's the last place we need to go. Well, they don't know it's the last place, but we know it's the last place. Okay, so this is stashed, and they're heading over to the repair shop. Take on me. Take on me. All right. Repair shop. Doom. Investigate. Costs cannot be lowered. Okay. All right. So that's Sammy. Sammy is done. It's now Zeus's turn. We're doing pretty good clockwise. Okay. What's the upside to this? Lower the cost of tool gifts by 1. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna do an Omen of Hope Judgment. He gets to draw 1 card. We're gonna flip this sucker over to the Hope side because we're feeling pretty good, and we're walking over to this repair shop. Oh, that's a tool. Okay, yeah. All right. So as they're walking, they're going to pass by some vehicles. One of them being a tow truck. We'll see if Zeus stops to check it out and see what's in there. We'll use his mind. He has 1 of hack. Oh, he sure does. Finds himself a banhammer. He stops and looks in the cab of the tow truck, and there's a sledgehammer. He takes that out. That might be useful. We're going to play another Omen of Hope. Reload 1 random card from your discard pile. Done. When he opens that and he grabs the try to remember if this was it was a different thing. What they haven't learned yet, which we learned last episode, is they need to stay out of abandoned vehicle cabs. Ain't nothing good in those cabs. Even when you find a treasure like a sledgehammer, there's going to be a price. And sure enough, there's a price. He goes and grabs the sledgehammer. As he goes because he opens it up, and the first thing he does is look. It's just sitting on the seat. He grabs it. He goes to pull it out, and it won't come. And he looks up, and there's somebody sitting in the cab. Something sitting in the cab that's holding on to it. Something. It's not a spider. Oh well, it could be. It's not human. It's got more than one arm, and it's spread out. 3 or 4 of the arms are spread out down beneath on the floor, up against the window. It's kind of like propping itself up in there. Yeah, apparently. It's gonna stick its tongue in my eyes. If you know the reference. All right, so rage or body or rage, man. Oh well, I guess we should rage it out. We're gonna 10. We are definitely going to mutate, and it's unseen. I'm gonna roll a white die. No, 2. 2 this time. It's 4. 4 is mutate. Roll 1 die. If the result is not less than their total mind, they suffer 2 mind damage. Okay. It is less than their total mind, so we're okay. All right, gonna be able to reroll 4. He's got. Wait. Hold on. What am I doing? That was mind. Don't get confused, Captain. All right, we're doing rage. 2. Banhammer, because why not? Boosting rage. He has hack for 1. Tools, lower the cost of tool gifts by 1. This happens to be a tool, so he doesn't. We're gonna say he doesn't have to discard it. It gets recycled. You never ate a spider before? Then I don't think we're doing anything else. I think this is it. I think we're rolling 4 dice to get 13. We get to re-roll 4 of them. Or 3 of them. That's 12. We get to re-roll 1, 2, 3. We need 1. We need 1. All is not lost. What we can do, we have this enduring fragment, which is kind of like the skill system of this game. Sacrifice 1 tool or golem gift. Lower the cost by 1. Lower the cost of this. He's going to. That's a sacrifice, right? So Zeus has this makeshift armor on. He's got it on underneath his coats and stuff. He had picked up and worn. He's got to because he's old, and it's gonna get him out of this. So the thing pulls on the banhammer to try to pull him into the cab, or the sledgehammer. I keep calling it banhammer. It's sledgehammer, and he lets it for a second, but just enough to be able to get some leverage and grab the sledgehammer, and he kind of tries to bash this thing, and one of its legs, which has kind of like suckers at the end, and in sharp little claws, it shoots out and hits him to try to drag him in, and he can feel it clench and try to drag him in. But luckily, it's clenched on the armor, and so it's not hurting him. And it enables him to reach back and pull out his gun, one of his guns, and pop, pop, pop. It's very loud in the cabin, but this thing apparently isn't immune to hot lead. But the makeshift armor is. When he gets out, Sam's like, "Are you all right?" And he looks, and the armor's kind of frayed and torn. It's kind of ripped. It actually ripped it. So he has he'll keep it, but it's worthless now. So that thing is dead. Passing the turn over to Sam. It's it's tongue in my eyes. You guys know the cure, right? Omen of doom, poverty, omen of hope, good karma. Oh, by the way, those probably should have been stashed, right? No, good. That's awesome. Nope, that one should be here. Omen of karma. Do we keep it? Keep it. He's got a lot of tools. Yeah, why not? Omen of hope, good karma. Mummy powder. Always hard to fit this into the narrative. He's going to go ahead and roll to see if we even have to deal with this. Stung in my eye. Yeah, so when Sam helps or goes up and asks Zeus if he's alright, he looks in the cab, and this thing, whatever it is dead in there. It stinks, and all across the seat and down on the floor is a powder, which a whitish grayish powder. We can't really tell, it's dark in moonlight. It kind of glistens a little bit. Now Sam isn't one to walk away from anything supernatural. Tends to be useful in some way, shape, or form. So he grabs it. He grabs a little, scoops a little bit, and puts it in his pocket. Never know when it's going to be useful. We're going to go ahead and flip this over to Doom. And evaluate versus the gift. Trash the highest die. Ooh. What are you doing in here? I don't know if you're supposed to be in here anymore. You're a golem gift. Alright, but it boosts mind. He has mind. I got mind. He got hack. We're going to have to trash the highest die, though. But let's see. Trash a 5. 5. How bad do I want this? How bad? What can it do? Boost mind, sacrifice, examine 6. That's not... I don't care. Do not care for the mechanism. He misses the mechanism on the floor of the cab. They continue on into the repair shop. The mini double doors are all closed, or what do you call it? Bay doors are all closed. But there is one like office door. And they go to enter that. 3, 4, 5. He has no more omens, so we're going to pass that turn over to Zeus. We are running low. We are walking in a door, and if the way everything's been going, this should be the King of Sunset. We'll see. Cannot play powers to avoid. No, it's cobalt blood. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to roll 3. He did not find the cobalt blood. That goes in the well. Wait, this was supposed to go in the well, too. Trash pile. Does he have... Okay. Yes, we want Zeus to be. Recycle 1 random card. No, it's not the King of Sunset, but it is oil. So, the oil's gotten smart. They walk into the repair shop. It's definitely kind of like a waiting area. Lots of seats and stuff. Counters in the back. Big windows that look out to the bays where they work on oil trucks, because they're pretty big bays. Big bays. And dude, any of you caught the new season of Letterkenny yet? You guys, which leg day bay? Which, yeah, it doesn't really it doesn't get going until the second episode, but the second and third episodes are just fucking perfect. Really good. I mean, the first episode all right, but the second episode and third are awesome. Those guys are like modern days Dr. Seuss writers, man. They're awesome. Okay. Anyway, when they walk in, the oil's gotten smarter, and because it's just not there automatically. When they walk in, they're looking around. Suddenly, Zeus, everything goes dark because a big glob of this shit just drops on him, covering his head, and it instantly it's stinging and it hurts and it's trying to get into his eyes, into his mouth, and we need to see if he's able to have the wherewithal to trigger the light before he gets hurt too bad. He's gonna do it anyway, but we gotta. This is every time this thing pops up, it adds a new threat to the Nexus, whatever Nexus is it in. There we go. So that's fantastic. All right. All right. I guess we'll do mind. And Sam's going to help. So we're going to mutate it. It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The mutation is preserved, which is what Zeus is going to be in a minute. Evaluate. Increase the target by 2. Holy shit. That's a 19. Shit. That's not even possible, dude. Well, I mean, it is. It is possible if we lower the cost by 1. Uh-oh. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. It's okay. It's all right. He's just going to get a little hurt. That's all. Just going to get a little hurt. Did I just combine? I did. Okay. Okay. Not good. Well, I guess we gotta see how much damage he does. How much damage he gets hurt. Yeah. I'm gonna check all my shit here. I can't avoid it because of this. Alright. We're mutated. That was the worst mutation ever. 4. He has resist. He has 2 resist. He doesn't have a tool. To sacrifice to lower the. So this is really going to be a roll to see how badly he gets hurt. Doomed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Smarty Pants. Look at this shit. Okay. He could reroll 4. We need another 6. Alright, so I just gotta figure out how to lower this fucking thing by 1. I mean I gotta okay. Shit. Alright, where's my I don't want to re-roll. Where'd that go? Wait, did I throw that away or something? Where's my fancy one that let me discard a tool card in order to reduce the... Well, I know what it does. He doesn't have one, so I'm trying to figure out if the ruling is... I guess he'd have to have it. He'd have to be the one that does that. So, this stuff gets in his mouth. He can feel it in his mouth, and he's taken unawares. He's like, he doesn't realize what's going on until it's in its mouth. He's starting to feel it go down into his throat, and he freaks out and triggers the light and realizes what he needs to do, and lights back up, and the shit comes back out of his throat and bursts off of him. Sam's already glowing. Sam was like moving up into to help him, and as it recedes away, Zeus is coughing, and his mouth's all raw from it being in him, and he can feel his skin's raw, and maybe it's really red from what the oil was doing to him. He's got a discard. He just missed by 1, so he takes 1 point of damage, which means he discards 1 card. This no longer goes into another random nexus because there are no other random nexuses. Fuck off. Okay. So Zeus is hurting a bit. He's going to draw back up to 5. He doesn't have too many cards left. Sam, we don't have many cards left here though too. The big how what? Which how? Well, so Numenor, so a failed roll just means you take damage that is the difference between what you needed to roll. Oh, actually, you know what? There's no how. This is actually your how. If your how has to do with why this has gone away, it's not. It's not. It's wrong. I'm wrong. It gets shuffled back in. That I don't know how. I don't know how I roll like that. But I know how I roll like this. But the crude oil needs to go back in here to possibly be faced again. I should not have gotten rid of that. These are all weighted dice. To be completely honest, I weight them down. Okay, so that was okay. This is Sam. This is Sam's turn, and he needs to draw this and evaluate. Trash the highest mind die. Don't be a mind die. Don't be a mind die. Ooh, here, boy. Sam hears a whine. Here's a whine, a high-pitched whine coming from behind the counter, and he edges over there as he's glowing. The oil, if the oil is not on the floor, it's on the ceiling. It kind of moves. It's moving away, but it's staying on the ceiling. And he moves around and he looks underneath the counter, and there, cowering, is a dog. Let's see if he can convince it to come out and join forces with him. We're going to use soul. I'm not too super interested in the dog, but I'll go ahead and boost. I'll boost. Anyway, roll 3 dice, so at least I have 3. Oh wait, and charm. That's a 12. Come on, boy. Come on. The dog's very happy to see someone who's alive. Sam now has a dog for the moment. Come on, good boy. All right. Sam have anything in his pocket other than mummy powder to give him? No treats. He has no more omens, which kind of sucks. Did I have anything to heal that I didn't play? No, but I think Zeus does. Zeus is pulling up an Omen of Doom Poverty, and I think he has something. Body or soul, body. Alright, he's going to play Psychic Surgeon, Bury, to heal 1 die of body and or soul gifts. He rolled a 6. He only has 2 of such gifts, but that's good though. Still. Healing means he shuffles them back into his deck. Alright. That's a berry, so that goes here. Okay. Alright, let's play an Omen of Doom. Huh. Yeah, no idea. What these are going to be is a when Sam rescues this dog, he or gets the dog, there's a couple different doors. There's a door that goes back, probably an office of some sort, out of the waiting room, and then a door that goes into the bays. From behind the door of the office, he hears voices. And he's like, someone out there? Hey, is there someone out there? Do you have my dog? Initiate. Reload one holy gift or discard one wicked gift. This is Zeus. He does not have a holy gift, so I guess he has to discard. I don't want to do that. Damn it. Fine. The Wickedy Whack Sack is like the best ever, dude. You just trap a monster in it. Buggers. Okay. I want to help these guys, but we're going to say that they're... Okay, so they're... Sam looks up, and the oil's still up there. So he opens the door. He's like, all right, I'm coming in. Open up the door. We'll help you get out. And when he opens up when they open up the door and they see Sam there glowing, they're like flipped out and slam the door. They don't want to open the door. And Sam's got to convince them that it's okay. He can help them. Or no, I'm sorry. This is Zeus. Zeus has got to convince them. Well, Zeus and Sam, but Zeus primarily. We're going to keep that for that. So Zeus has got pretty good soul. So Zeus is going to try talking to him. He's going to use his soul to tell them everything's all right. So they see Sam glowing. Zeus steps up and turns off the glow. He doesn't need it since Sam's out there, and has Sam move back. And then Zeus talks to him through the door. And so when it gets them to open up the door, they're going to see Zeus and an older man who's not glowing. He's going to have his friendly geese help out with this. Add a soul, boost soul. And then he doesn't have charm. Ain't nothing charming. Zeus doesn't have the whole charm thing going on that Sam does. And he can't get any help from Sam to upgrade this. So, yeah, we're rolling 4 dice for 13, hoping for the best. Shit. My luck has run out for... Okay. He still has this Jekyll formula. I can explode 6s. There's 1 6, which means I get to roll. Exploding means rolling additional die for every 6. It's a freaking 2. I discard a card, or I'll just sacrifice it. No, I want to keep it. We're gonna need that sucker. So, oh fuck. I don't want to discard this card. What can I do? Is there anything else I can do? Sacrifice 1 body or soul gift. Add 1 soul for each of their deaths. No. Convert versus no. What's mine on one of these? Sacrifice a card. Add 1 bonus die and evaluate trash one. No. No. Oh. No, I don't have enough. I'm gonna doom. So, Zeus is literally hitting his head against this door. He's not going to be able to get these guys out. Means he takes damage. He only has 1 card though, and he's losing it. He's keeping that. I was really hoping to keep that card for this goes into the pile. These guys aren't coming out. They're too freaked out. Zeus is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Zeus draws his final 5 cards. Passes the turn to Sam. Sam draws an Omen of Doom. Does Sam have anything that can heal? No. Sam's going to play, before he plays this Omen of Doom, he's going to play the Vice Dog to examine 1, which means I can examine this. Dead Man's Switch. If it is a threat, recycle this gift instead. No, I discarded it. Alright. Okay. Does Zeus have anything he can use to heal during the support phase? He sure does. Zeus is going to use the Lantern Clown. Basically finds... The Lantern Clown is kind of like was a catalyst for him figuring out the whole light situation. He can discard it during a support phase to heal 3 and examine 1. So he's going to heal 3 of his cards. It's a big freaking deal, man. 1, 2, 3. That's a discard. Does he have anything else to help? No. Okay. That does recycle it, though. Gotta remember that. Okay. Okay, Sam. Okay, wait. Moment of Doom. Suffer 1 body or rage damage. Okay, that's alright. He's gonna get this. Sam needs to be healed, too. I don't know if this is underneath the counter. I don't know if it's on the counter, but we need to roll and see if he finds it. Kind of hope he does, because I need more cards in my hand. He has nothing else to add to this. We're not going to... Yeah, he does not find it. It goes into the well. He draws 2 cards and passes his turn to Dr. Zeus, who draws an Omen of Hope. We have 3 omens left. We need 3 omens left and 4 of these cards. We need to face the man, the it. Flip it to hope. Booyah. So Zeus is like, you gotta come out. If you come out, we can help you. And the guys are like, we don't know who you're fucking blowing. We're not messing with you. We're not. And then they're silent. And then they're screaming. And Zeus tries the door harder, and Sam is trying it, and they hear rending and ripping and screaming, and then the kind of screams that you know they're being torn apart, and then the kind of scream that you hear that you know someone's watching someone being torn apart, and it seems like it goes on forever, and then finally Sam starts running at the door, and he bursts in, and their pieces of these guys are everywhere, and there's blood mixed with oil everywhere, and standing in the middle of the room is that tall figure without the face, but with like the oil coming out from underneath its skin in like little pods, and maybe coming out of its eyes a little bit, and then the white corpse skin over top of him, and a black like gown kind of deal with what looks like might be like fancy embroidery on it, and it's got its arms, and like the cloak fall from its arms. He's just hands like this, ghost white with mixed blood and oil gore. We have found the King of Sunset again. All he says when Sam comes in, he's seeing this, and Zeus comes in behind him, and the king looks at both of them and says, sunset has come. Be prepared to accept mother. And that's what yeah, okay, so that's when Sam and Zeus realize what they need to do. And we're going to roll this shit and see if they can pull it off. Okay. Has my rolls left me? We shall see. We shall see. Alright, so this is Zeus. We're doing Rage. We're going to have to... We've got to mutate him. Hopefully it's nothing crazy like the last time. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. I hate this one. Swarming sucks, man. This is like the worst mutation. One of the worst ones. So, to make this fun, a saint at the terminate, which means after Zeus either wins or loses versus the King of Sunset, Sam is going to have to face the King of Sunset as well. Great. Okay. Good times. Good times. All right. 2. Zeus is going to use a banhammer. I know exactly. Okay, I know how this is going to happen. Okay. He's going to use the banhammer to boost his rage. And also gives him hack, which is... No, he's going to use resist because that's 2. That's good. Then... Okay. Sam, you hold on to your shit, man. Yeah, he's going to hold on to his stuff. Alright, we get to reroll 4 of these. No, 3 of them. These gets +1. Lots of 4s. Lots of 4s. 12's not going to do it. We need to reroll 3 of them. That's... this is going to be interesting. 13. That's 13, and +1's 14, but that is not enough to kill this guy. We did all our rerolls. No, I don't have anything I can... Not, my enduring fragments have left me without anything to... I could have kind of done that. Nope. Wait, hold on. I kept this on purpose. Well, I can't explode any 6s because I don't have any 6s. Upgrade rage dice. Thank you. I will. That's a 6. A 3 and a 2. Is that going to help me? That's 14. Nope. He can use muscle memory. Discard. Reroll 1 body or rage die. We're going to reroll this rage die. Oh boy. It's all left. Alright. Zeus tries the exact same tactic he tried last time. He just goes for it. He runs in the room, hoping to maybe bludgeon this thing, and then he's got a plan, but it doesn't work out. The king's ready for him this time, and he slaps him. He just throws him as hard as he can up against the wall. Bam! Zeus hits his head and falls on the ground. Loses the rest of his cards. That's a discard. That's a discard. Oh, sacrifice. That's gone. This is discarded. And then Sam has got to deal with this guy too. 3. I guess we're going to try mutating this too, because he needs the help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Incorporeal. New. 3. Trash 2 bonus dice. Okay. Alright. He doesn't have resist. He doesn't have shit. He has sense 1. This is bad too. Oh, wait a minute. Well, do I even care? Because I don't think I care about winning this fight, because even if he wins this fight, it isn't the end. This is just a copy. This isn't like the end. I guess best thing I can do is roll as good as possible so that he doesn't take as much damage, but I don't know if that's... All right, we're gonna do our best. The mummy powder means he can trash the lowest mutation die, so that die doesn't even happen, so he doesn't have to trash 2 bonus dice. The mummy powder is going to help him out here. That's a sacrifice. Okay, he doesn't have shit. He's got 4 dice. That's not 17. He's not hacking, so he doesn't get to upgrade his dice. Zeus has no cards to... Wait, well, reroll and trash 1 die? I don't know. That's not going to help. Nope. He is taking... That's 13. He's taking 4 points of damage, which is all 4 of his cards. I don't know what to do next. I got to figure this out, because the end of this turn. So Sam, okay, so well, let's narrate this. Zeus is crumpled in a corner. Sam goes to glow, right? He's a little thrown off. This king has when he hits Zeus and throws him against the wall, he gets bigger and blacker and it starts filling the room. And Sam, at this point, they hadn't felt the pure force behind this thing, and now it's like it was literally toying with them before, and now it's like letting its full energy kind of out, and it's throwing Sam off, and he tries to start glowing, but it's like shorting on him because he's suddenly he is not as confident, and the king walks over and grabs Sam and picks him up and opens it's like half face maw kind of opens up like this, and Sam's like trying to glow. He's grabs its throat and one last ditch of like trying to do something, and but it's just kind of weak and it's clammy. It's not even a throat. It's just like he feels his fingers like dig into like corpse meat almost, and he feels the oil underneath, and the oil comes out of the holes and starts coming up his arm, and then the thing shoots the king shoots oil into his mouth. You can feel it going, and then he blacks out. And that's where we're going to end it, because mechanically speaking, these guys just failed this mission, and I got to figure out how this is going to work story wise, because I hate replaying missions. So Sam, the last thing Sam sees is the oil going. Well, he feels the oil going into his mouth, shooting out of the king's mouth, and then it feels it going over his eyes, and it goes dark, and Zeus is unconscious in the corner, and that's it. We go dark as well, and you'll have to tune in next week to see what happens next. Yeah, so that is the very first mission we've ever failed. Any of us, any of the saints. So yeah, you were here for that. Whew. Yeah, there's no other wrap up other than that. We're dark. Find out next week on Dragon Ball Lich. Wait, this is the 46th McTeddy. The game's not terribly difficult if you're like there's what I like about it is that I like it for two reasons. I like that it's not difficult for two reasons. One, because even though it isn't terribly difficult to get the right rolls, you still have to work together. I don't know if me and another person would be able to win as many times because I'm playing two people, so I can freely decide to use people's cards. If there was another person, I'm not sure, just because of them playing with their own, trying to do their own thing, if it would work as well. But because there's always a puzzle, and me trying to figure, as you can see, and me trying to figure out whose cards can do what and who's can do what to make a roll happen. But the second reason why I like that it's not terribly difficult is because dramatically, I don't want to be losing games all that often. I will take a loss, this is a perfect loss, though, really. They should have lost against this guy, and I might pull out some kind of, I don't know, I'm going to have to think about what's going to happen, but this is a perfect time for them to lose this, thematically and dramatically. Lich. The Lich is from the dungeon. 10th level, actually. Used to live in Detroit. Yeah, not a bad string of wins. Indeed. Thanks for stopping by, Turk. If you're still around, man. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, when I was alive, I lived in Detroit. 10th level of the dungeon. Detroit is a dungeon. All right, everybody. Hey, Kay, thanks for stopping by. See you next week. Heroic logic. Take it easy, man. Y'all have a great night. Viva la dungeon.